Hello everyone, it's me, Rory Paddock, for picksfromthepaddock.co.uk, coming to you live at 7:30pm on Thursday evening with a look ahead to Friday's action, where there's 5 win selections I like the look of, with the potential to put them in a lucky 31 for punters who fancy some sort of bet in that way, shape or form. But there's also 2 at double figure prices that could go well over in Ireland on Friday. Now, it is going to be Friday the 13th. Whether or not that's going to be lucky for us, only time will tell. But without further ado, I'm going to pinpoint you to the rolling banner at the bottom of the screen, where I'm asking you to give us your best bets for Friday in the comments below, whether that's on Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube. Even if you're not watching this live, comment below. And if you end up picking a winner or a decent priced each way shot that places, then we will make sure you get the props and the credit you deserve. So without further ado, let's get stuck into it, bring up tomorrow's cards and have a look at what I like the look of on Friday the 13th of August. So the first selection comes in the 4th race at Newbury, and Seattle aims to make it 2 in a row after claiming their first win, which was at Foss last time out. The youngster gets a weight allowance and has the huge benefit of Oisin Murphy being in the saddle and is booked for the ride. Current odds are about 15-2, bar for the remainder of the field. It's hopefully indicative as to how much the Roger Charlton runner should be ahead of her rivals. 7-4, current best price as we can see there. Seattle in the 2.45 at Newbury. Next selection, and we then skip to the final race on the all-weather over at Wolverhampton. It is the 3.45 contest where 5 runners are set to go to post. Now, it's an amateur female riders contest, so these fantastic female jockeys take centre stage. Laura Pearson, to me, is one of the best young jockeys out there, regardless of whether or not that's in the female ranks or just as a young jockey in her own right. And she aims to make it 3 in a row for her mount, Electric Love. Now, the 3-year-old filly has never won on the all-weather, but her sole performance on an artificial surface resulted in a decent and solid second-placed effort here at Wolverhampton on what was the horse's racecourse debut. 2 wins so far this term. I expect it to go one better, now back at the Midlands venue, and can make it 3 wins on the spin. Current favourite, Electric Love, to go well in the 3.45. Now we head on back and return to Newbury for what is the penultimate race on their card, and it is the 4.30. It's a 1 mile handicap Class 4 race over the straight mile. There we go there, and there's 8 that are set to line up here. Now, I'm hoping Oisin Murphy can bag another winner on the card, this time with the Andrew Balding Nini's Choice. Now, the horse claimed his maiden victory at Foss last month and should improve now making their handicap debut. The yard are in absolutely blistering form at the moment. I think they're operating at roughly a 26% strike rate over the past fortnight. And this should be adding to their tally with this runner who seems to be on an upward curve. Nini's Choice to grab the spoils in the 4.30 over the straight mile course at Newbury. We then have to wait 2 hours and take a little trip over the sea to Ireland for the 6.30, which is a 1 mile, 2 furlong maiden contest, where there's a whopping 22 runners that are set to go to post. Now, in this race, we see 2 horses that have met once before and they renew their rivalry once again. Witham River and Manual finished second and third at Ballinrobe with just a short head between them. And I really hope that the placings remain the same, as I'm finding myself siding with Joseph O'Brien's Witham River. Was second that day, Manuel was third. When I was looking through the race, they were 5-2 joint favourites, as you can probably just see under their best prices there. However, Witham River has been backed into 11-4. Manuel's taken a drift in the market, and I'm hoping that's indicative as to how they're going to finish come just gone 6:30 tomorrow. The Galileo Colt has improved with each run and should finally shake off his maiden tag at what will be the 5th time of asking. Witham River, the favourite in the 6:30, to finish with their head in front. Now, my 5th and final win selection this Friday comes from up in Yorkshire in the 5th race on the card at Thirsk. Now, that is the 7:23. It's a 7 furlong Class 5 handicap for 3-year-olds and upwards. Just for 3-year-olds. Now, it is my 5th and final win selection, and I find myself hoping that another runner shakes off their maiden tag again this Friday. Tromso makes their handicap debut for trainer Kevin Ryan after finishing second here at Thirsk last time out. Celestial Queen and Vanitas have obvious chances, but I'm going to stick with Kevin Ryan's charge. I think it represents big time owners. Has done very little wrong in 2 runs this term. Seems to have improved with each run and should hopefully find their first victory here in the 7:23 at Thirsk for Kevin Ryan and jockey Kevin Stott. Those are my 5 win selections, which I'll bring up on the screen now. He says, trying to press all the right buttons. Here we go. Those are my 5 win selections. We've got Seata, Electric Love, Nini's Choice, Witham River, and Tromso. However, there are 2 each-way shots that I think that are currently double-figure prices that could go well, both of which come over in Ireland. So we return to Ireland for what will be the last 2 races on their card, 7:30 and the 8 o'clock respectively. In the 7:30, only 7 of the 26 in the lineup have won over this trip. And my selection hails from this list of 7. Spruce Meadows is a decent double-figure price. Let me have a look at what the price is as it stands. 25-1. And despite showing little at the end of last term, really can't be discounted all that readily. The 8-year-old has a great record when returning after a 50 or more day layoff, with 2 wins and 2 places from their returns. Now, obviously, a question mark remains over the horse's fitness. I think he's had over just short of 280 days on the sidelines, but the yard are flying at the moment with a 40% strike rate. He's raced here at the Curragh on 11 occasions. Yes, it's yet to win here at the Curragh. However, he has bagged 3 placed finishes. He's below his last turf winning mark, and he's a whopping £20 below its highest winning mark. So I'll take a chance at huge odds with Spruce Meadows each way, currently 25-1 for trainer John James Fiend in the 7:30 at the Curragh. Sticking in Ireland, and their last race is the 8 o'clock. And again, it's another double-figure priced horse that I like the look of. If it brings them up now, here we go. Now, the final selection is another each-way punt in the lucky last, where Teddy Boy has been ultra consistent this season without getting his head in front. It was expected to go close last time out when a beaten favourite finishing 4th at Bellewstown. The last time the 6-year-old raced over course and distance on good ground, which he's going to get this Friday, he did finish 4th of 22 when carrying an extra £7 more than he's going to be carrying in this race. And that was also under today's jockey, Chris Hayes. Another who hasn't won here at the current but has placed in 3 of 6 completed starts at this venue before. He could go close, but punters, if you're watching this, it's a word to the wise. Take note. Do not be put off if he's off the pace this Friday and doesn't perform. Keep him in mind, put him in your trackers for any time he lines up at Navan from now until the end of the season, even going into perhaps October, November. If there's a race at Navan off this mark, Teddy Boy, I think, will be primed and ready for it. So, like I said, put it in your notebooks, put it in your trackers. Do not be put off if the horse absolutely does nothing on Friday, because I'm sure he will go close, especially if it is at Navan. Again, those are my 2 each-way selections, which I will bring up for you now. We've got Spruce Meadows in the 7:30 and Teddy Boy in the 8 o'clock. Going through them again, my win selections: Ciata, Electric Love, Nini's Choice, which is my actual nap of the day in the Racing Post, Witham River and Tromso, and the each-way selections: Spruce Meadows and Teddy Boy, respectively. As always, any comments, likes, shares, put what you're going to be backing this Friday in the comments below. But as always, fingers crossed, touch wood, and good luck if you follow.